Hey everyone, Yuru here, and just wanted to make a quick video today. I had a bunch of people asking me advice on defending the new Oregon. A lot of people don't really know the new entryways and new paths and all that stuff, and they're having a tough time defending, especially down here in the basement. So, just wanted to do a quick little video on how I defend the various sites. And, well, first of all, in the basement here, I always pick Castle. Castle has a lot of utility now. He has a super shorty. And right here you want to open this wall. This is just the basic wall that has been opened on even the old map. This just provides you a rotate into the bomb site here that you want. So the new bomb site is just this room here. They cannot plant over here anymore. So these are the same stairs that they always come down here, but they cannot plant here. They have to push into this room. And people still always play a mirror if she's not banned. So almost no one, you can assure, is going to be pushing from here. No one smart, at least, because you're not going to beat a mirror that's there. I don't care who you are. Pushing all this way, there's nothing to hide behind in there. So that people will push here, but not very smart ones. I don't know how else to put that. So the first thing you want to do is open this rotate here, if no one has already. This wall right here will be reinforced. It's a wall to the outside to the new stairs there. So they'll reinforce that here. I'll usually castle this. I'll also castle this. And I'll also castle this one here. And this just forces them, if they do push from those west stairs, they're going to have a sledge asshole for you, somebody to open the castle, or they're going to have to breach that wall. But now this wall here is also a new wall. This leads out to the east entrance where the old construction site used to be. I'll open that. What that does is provide a rotate to watch back here in the east. You can see it's all barricaded off. You can hear if they're coming. So you can watch that from there. I'll also open this right here. Open this right here. Give me just another way in case they do push site and I'm stuck over here. I don't have to run all the way around here and back into here from this way. I would just, if they did enter the site and I had to flank around, I could just do it from here. So you can see there's a lot of ways to move around in here. This is all castled off. This should be reinforced. This is fine. You don't need to reinforce any of that, but you can play the whole site. There's usually a mirror here, so you can watch, let's say this is the mirror. You can sit here and watch the mirror to A, watch that wall. No one's getting an A. You can rotate over here. You can watch the backside entrance from construction, and you can watch the stairs as well. And it's all connected now. And none of this is really compromising the site. Well, besides this one, if you die, they're going to have an easy push into sight. So you have to make sure you hold this 90 angle here. If you die, you're kind of screwing your team. But if you got a good shot, don't die. But yeah, that's about it. This whole west new little doorway here, new stairs I should say. You can see if they do push from here, they're going to run into this. This is actually a whole new stairway added in right near the I think the bathroom upstairs. Yeah, whatever that room is, the old bathroom. So they push down here. They're going to need some sort of way to either breach. This is the wall I was telling you that they're going to reinforce. Put some bandit charges on it. But if they get here, they're kind of trapped in it. You'll be able to hear them coming at least. So that right there is a simple way on how I defend the basement. Now let's head upstairs.
Okay, now we're up in the new dorms here, and not too much has changed here up in the dorms. Turn that music off. There's still the basic same premise that people are going to push from the east, they're going to push from the window, and they're going to push from white. There's not much else that's really changed here. The east is not really a factor. They just have this one doorway that they can come in, or this new attic entrance here. Most people are just going to come in through that window and push east here. The most important thing is this wall right here. If they breach this wall, you pretty much gave up B, and that's going to be the round you're going to lose. So you need to reinforce this wall and get some sort of bandit, cade, or mute on it, anything to try to prevent people from breaching that. This wall here is not as important as it used to be. You used to be able to plant in here. You can't do that anymore. So, you know, you can reinforce that wall. It does, you know, narrow it down to these two doors for them to approach from the east, but it's not super important. This wall here, if you have someone playing in here and this wall's reinforced, I'd open this just a bit, just to have an angle on white. Otherwise, if no one's playing in here, I'd probably actually leave that as it is, or even reinforce it, because you're going to be doing a lot of rotating here defending this site. So the first thing you want to do, you're going to be playing in B most of the match. You want to get that hatch there opened. You can open a little rotate here. I wouldn't open too much of a rotate. I would just keep it small like that, but make sure you don't open over here. That's important because you can see any attacker that's outside this window. If you open that up, let me see.
You have entered an enemy controlled area.
If you open a rotate there, they're gonna have a line of sight into your room, and even when they jump in, you know, it just makes it more difficult for you. You have to worry about it. You can see when you're playing in here, you know, you're always kind of worrying about that window. You can't really see it well yourself, besides this little pixel peek. So it doesn't really make sense to open that. I always reinforce this. And that's going to stop any Zofia or Ash or anything like that, Sledge, from jumping in and just opening that wall and exposing you. What you do want to open is this whole floor here, because anyone jumping and pushing in this window, you're going to try to plant around, you know, this whole bed here. So open this all up as much as you can. Now, it's going to take you a while to set this up, so you kind of want to start right when the reinforcement phase starts. Open all this up all the way around the whole bed here. Right there, so that whole floor is open. Now, when you're defending B, like I said, B is very easy to defend. As long as this wall stays as is and they don't breach it, people coming from the east can only push you through this door. Okay? They have no other way to push you if that's reinforced besides this door here. Very easy kill for you. But if they jump into A, you know, I would not push this rotate. It's just there's not great angles here, and they'll have a better angle on you. So if they push A, you'll hear them jump in. You want to drop this hatch. Also, you need to open this wall for this to work. So you drop this hatch. Hold on, it didn't work at all. And here you go. You have the underneath play. You'll be right underneath them if they're planting anywhere. You know, you can shoot them and kill them. You got to run out here to get behind the bed, but still, it's all wide open, and they won't be able to plant back there. Also, if someone is holding an angle on you on white, you know, just kind of sitting here, holding their angles, instead of having to push them, you peek and possibly getting shot because they're holding an angle. Same thing, you can drop, you can push here, and, you know, just kind of creep up on them a little bit. Hopefully they don't hear you. And there's a rotate on that. So that's pretty much it for this site here. It's a very easy defend. Just, you know, a couple main points. That wall, absolutely critical. If that wall goes, you're kind of screwed. Oh yeah, and this window here. They closed off this window, but this window here is pretty much a non-factor now. I mean, some people, you know, if you can get an ADS here especially, because some people like a sledge or something like that might repel out there, try to nade you, get you out. But they're really not going to have an angle on you. And anyone playing from that tower that shoots this window out trying to get an angle, no more angle. They put this bed here, it's gone. So you are very, very safe right here defending, you know, this site, as long as you know, that gets reinforced, and this wall especially. So that's about it for dorms. Let's head down to the kitchen. Okay, and here we go with the kitchen dining area. This place has it's got quite the makeover, and this has become drastically more difficult to defend. This room here is very difficult to defend. Attackers can come from all over the place. They have this whole room here to plant. Like I said, tough to defend. The best way that I found to defend this, a lot of people will reinforce this wall. They're going to open that wall regardless. You know, you think you're going to reinforce that wall and then tunnel them here. Even if you did reinforce that wall, one's going to push that way. They're going to have this wall you'll also have to reinforce, or they'll just blow it open. You're going to have people pushing from here, so reinforcing that wall doesn't really benefit you. What I would actually do is just open this up straight across here. Just open it up, not the whole thing, just enough for you to have line of sight. Line of sight in the small tower. If you have a mirror playing here, even better. You can see she'll have a line of sight all the way through the tower. They can't really push that door because she'll be watching from here, you know. And she can just kind of prevent them from pushing. And just having this open enough is kind of intimidating if you're an attacker. When you push in here, you see that's open, it's like, oh, and then you see a mirror there, you know, you're not going to want to push that door. So that might help stop a push from here. You do want to reinforce this, absolutely, for you know, the strategy I'm going to do here. And you want to reinforce that as well. This here you actually want to open. Okay, the best way to defend A that I found with this reinforced and that reinforced is to have a rotation here. Just watching, kind of make it a little cleaner. So just kind of watching, you know, you can peek this here. You can also, this would be, you can castle this off, and you don't have to castle that off because you can also play this rotate. You know, rotate from site to site, kind of watching A. It's a little dangerous, but if you castle this door off here, you know, you'll at least hear them if they're pushing. Or you can just castle this and kind of just, you know, play this here. But yeah, like I said, I don't really know too many amazing, great, you know, surefire ways to defend A anymore besides this. This lets you move around a lot more than you would. You can even, you know, if you have another mirror, you can put it here. That way you don't have to castle that door. You can just watch it from that mirror. And then you can, you know, castle that. But either way, this is how I would defend A. You can also, if you have, like, you know, I would not recommend this, but this is just another way to defend it. Definitely wouldn't recommend this at all, but if you open that up here and you have someone playing small tower, you know, an aggressive player, that's a real good shot. Because if you come and play this, you're not getting out, you're pinned up here. So they can just kind of watch small tower from up here a little bit, but you know, there's just too many entrances. But if you had to, you know, you could deny a plant from above. Chances are very small for that. I wouldn't recommend it. But that being said, open this wall, play a mirror there, your surefire ways. If you're not comfortable playing and opening this wall, you can reinforce it if you want, but opening this wall, you can still see it from the mirror, so it doesn't really hurt you at all. As you can see, the one mirror here with that open can see little tower, can watch in there, and can also watch that doorway. They can see this doorway. So my mirror here is extremely strong. You have to protect it from this door. Anyone pushing from meeting, even if they get hit for a second, open the mirror, kill the mirror, they can do whatever they want. So, you know, this is where I would recommend putting a castle right here as well, because once that door is open, it becomes almost impossible to defend A. You're going to have somebody playing this mirror, they're going to be watching this way, they're going to be, you know, watching this, they're going to be watching back, all nervous, and that's going to end it. This here has got to be reinforced. As you can see, this is the meeting, this meeting hall here, so you want to reinforce that. This goes to that old bathroom there. You know, you can reinforce it if you want. You can open a rotate if you want. Open this hatch. This hatch doesn't really give you much besides a rotate to flank whoever's pushing meeting. So if someone's, you know, pushing meeting, you're having a hard time getting them out, you can drop this rotate here and, you know, run went all the way up behind them here. And then they'd be playing this hall. Do what you can to kill them. So that's it. Like I said, no one is really going to push B. If they do, it will almost assuredly be from this door. This hatch is a must. If that hatch opens, this whole mirror play is useless. And you can imagine if they open that hatch, if they open that castle, you know, you're done. You might as well just forfeit the round. Yeah, that's it. This one is the opposite of the dorms. Dorms got easier to defend. This one got tougher. If you're going to open that rotate, by the way, definitely castle that off. But that's probably the best way that I thought of to defend kitchen and dining. Just pretty much open this room up so you have line of sight everywhere, because there's a ton of real estate in here for them to plant. And then B is just a nightmare. There's people that can come at you from all angles. If they open this wall, you're screwed. If they open that hatch, you're screwed. So, well, my advice for kitchen and dining is good luck. Not a meeting. Okay, and here we are in meeting, and I'm just going to go ahead and say there is not a worse site in this game to defend than meeting. It is meeting and kitchen. That kitchen that we just talked about was an absolute nightmare. And then meeting, which has become an absolute nightmare in itself. First of all, they got rid of the ladder into the attic, but there's still a hatch in the attic. And not only that, there's a window that leads right to that hatch. So access to the attic for attackers it's just extremely easy. You're going to have to bring a Cade. There's no other option. You have to bring a Cade if you want to defend a meeting, because you have to reinforce that hatch and you have to Cade that hatch. If someone gets into the attic and opens that hatch, they're going to make your, defending this a nightmare. You might be able to get over here and, not be seen by them, but it's just going to make you too nervous. Okay? That's the first thing out of many. This wall here, if you have a mirror player, very strong mirror wall here. There isn't much. If you have someone watching back here, back here, then there isn't much, that can take this mirror out. Just put it at a crouched level. You'll see the line of sight that you get is, pretend that's a mirror. You can watch those stairs, that door, and that door. So if there's one bright spot here, it's putting the mirror on this wall, leaving the other one soft, and having someone watch back there. If you do play a mirror, you're gonna have to castle this. I recommend castling it. This is still a soft wall, so castling doesn't really help you too much unless you reinforce this and this. This here has to be opened. No question about it. And then here you are in this wonderful, wonderful kitchen where you still are going to have a tough time defending. You should be able to cut off this whole part of the attacker if you have a mirror playing there on that mirror. You should be able to, if they're a good mirror. That should stop the worry from this door. But you're still going to have to get that hatch there, because otherwise they're just going to run upstairs, open that hatch, drop here, plant behind this wall, and then what? There's nothing you can do. You're going to be sitting in that hatch over the diffuser. Game over. You can still do what we did in the last little section of this video, and you can open all this up if someone wants to play a mirror here. It's the same strat for kitchen. The kitchen strat remains the same as the last part of the video. So the only difference is you're a lot more stretched out now. You're covering almost more than half of the first floor, and having to open this wall for a rotate, I mean, you can reinforce it if you want, but then your rotate is going to be all the way around here into 90, and this is your only way back inside, so you kind of have to open that. And then this is just too easy for attackers to push. This whole area is just attacker friendly. Once they open this castle, which they will, or even if they open this here, I mean, look at this. Look at this. There's nowhere to hide. You're going to get stuck behind this wall. You're going to push in, murder that person, murder you. Even if you're trying to play there in the kitchen, you had to open that rotate, so now they have an entire line of sight. So I hope to God and pray that you never have to defend this site. Don't know why you would, since there's only 3 that you gotta pick from. So don't have much advice for this besides don't pick it. And that is it. It's terrible. But yeah, that's it. You know, hopefully that can help some of you defend a little better on this new map. It's a very good change. There's been very good changes, excuse me, on this map. I do like most of them. I don't mind the more difficult defending here because this was a very strong defending map to start with. But yeah, the only things I don't like are kitchen meeting. It's just very, very not organized and well designed enough. So like I said, hopefully that can help some of you defend a little better. I'm kind of rambling on here, a little tired, but that's it. I'm gonna try to make a video, you know, for all the maps if I can. If I have time to do that, I will. If you did like this video, please do me a favor and subscribe to it. Subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton. Lets me know that you guys are watching. So thank you and see you next time.